So I'm in the Neepsend area of Sheffield, and I've come to try and show you what it is like at the moment. But I've already been talking to people around here who own businesses, and they're telling me horror stories about blocking roads off, about putting bus only lanes in. One bit where there's going to be a two-way system, and that two-way system is where people park at the moment, so nobody will be able to park there. So they say there's been no consultation. Well, there was one in about 2021 during a lockdown, and they'd fly leave people, and that was about all they've done. So it's, as usual, it's by stealth, but it's still an industrial area. This is how most of Sheffield used to be, and what they're trying to do is make it all twee, just like Kelham Island. But I've just walked through Kelham Island, and Kelham Island is absolutely dead. So how do any of the businesses survive? And I think the ladies just said to me they only survive for 12 months and then they fold. So it's pretty useless. But this road, they're going to make it two-way, and as you can see, all the cars are parked down here. They won't be able to park down here anymore because there'll be two lanes of traffic. So that's people's parking gone. There's no bus service here. And somebody's just been saying he comes from Killamarsh and he's got the same problem in Killamarsh as we've got in Dinnington. That there's only one bus to Killamarsh now. So I'm going to try and walk you around here. It's a bit of a higgledy-piggledy place, but it's really ridiculous. Bus lanes, blocking roads off, and cycle lanes without any real consultation. And really we need to keep what industry we've got in Sheffield. I think Burton Road's the most central road here. But if you've got no bus service and they're starting to mess around with roads and narrow them or change what they're actually used for, where you're going to park your cars to come for your business. So basically they're going to crucify these small businesses around here. This is how Kelham Island would have looked before they actually changed it or urbanised it. But I think what's happening is the clean air zone comes in first. It completely ruins trade in the city centre. They then buy the properties up cheaply. They then develop it with high-rise flats, make it into a smart city, charging all the car owners by then as well, and then they'll just spread the smart city out to the whole of Sheffield, and then what they'll do is they'll just zone it like they've done with Oxford, so you can't leave your zone for more than 100 times in a year. So it's all coming. So obvious. But just think about all these car drivers, no bus service, where they're going to park the cars. So that kills off more industrial businesses. Now I've just been up to Kelham Island. I think the blockage will be around here or something like this, so they'll block you from going down here, if I'm right. But I've just been to Kelham Island because Sheffield City Council advertised on Facebook yesterday that there was a demonstration of what was happening at Neepsend and Kelham Island. It was only for yesterday, so I only found about it on the Facebook page yesterday, and it's not there today. So as usual, it's consultation by stealth, and we all know that in Oxford 90% of people voted against zoning the city, and they ignored that and they carried on anyway. So I'm just giving you a feel for the area. Just imagine this will look like my Kelham Island video when they've finished. And this is how Attercliffe used to be before they started putting big warehouses everywhere. Sheffield was built on the Little Mesters. Then I think about the 1950, they privatised the Sheffield steel industry. And then the Tories did the opposite, but when they actually, sorry, I've said that wrong, haven't I? Labour nationalised the steel industry in the 1950s, and then the Tories did the opposite in the 80s, but they crucified the industry. Rather than selling off businesses viable concerns, they just hammered it. So you can see down there, you can see Kelham. Mills down there, that must be Kelham Island area, but we're sort of on the Neepside area around here. Just see the number of cars parked on the road. They're really going to love it. Cycle lanes everywhere, aren't they? Cycle lanes, bus lanes, roads blocked off. What Sheffield City Council's doing is pushing out from the centre zone. They've urbanised our town centre against our wishes, and now they want to push out, so they conquer the city centre, they change it from a proper city centre into a 15-minute one, and then once they've done that, they push out to Kelham Island, they push out to Neepsend, they'll be out to Answorth next, you name it, if they can get away with it. But the victory we have to have first is getting rid of the clean air zone. And then once we've done that, we can tackle low traffic neighbourhoods and 15-minute smart cities. I think Burton Road's the main road running through. Yeah, Burton Road's the main road running through the middle of Neepsend. But I just can't understand this. We need businesses. You can't run an economy on services alone, and so I'm Rutland Road now. Just see how industrial this area once was. There's no encouragement. Sheffield became a clean air zone in 1959. So it's not like we've been living in smog-filled cities. We should be encouraging what businesses we've got left. Now, when I looked at Kelham Island, I thought the development of it was quite good, but the more I look at it now and seeing more of the modern buildings being put up, a lot of the characters actually gone from Kelham Island as well. Everything looks the same. We've got Rutland Hall here, 1906. It does give you a flavour for the area, and then if you look at the plans for the area, I'm not going to go right up this hill because I think I'm actually walking away from the main part of Neepsend. Come back down again and snake along. For anybody who remembers Attercliffe, it's very much like Attercliffe before they put massive warehouses in everywhere. It does want something doing with it, but not what they're actually doing with it. But industrial seems to be a dirty word to Sheffield City Council. Sheffield was built on little mesters, and they just want to erase a whole history. If you actually remove somebody's history, you've won the battle, and that's what they've done with the city centre. They've just completely destroyed everything about the city centre, and then they're building back better, as the World Economic Forum want us to do. But just look at all the cars parked around. This is not going to happen, is it, once they've got their plans through? So all these people will not be able to come to work, and there's no bus service to carry them in. And you try working on a shift system and come into work on a bus, I'm sorry, but it don't work. But there's still some industry around here. But it doesn't fit in with Sheffield City Council's plans, does it? Now, I've put 2 freedom of information requests into them, and I've asked them when they'll start charging cars, and the other one is when are they going to zone it like Oxford and restrict travel from one zone to another. Well, I've asked a direct question, and if they don't answer that, or they do actually just avoid answering it, at least I've got evidence of that for the future. Yeah, it might be grimy around here, but where there's money. Looks like there's still a pub there called Gardener's Rest. Neepsend seems to be on the top side of the River Don. River Don, as far as I know, I'm not sure if it might be flowing towards me. This way's taking you down to Hillsborough football ground. But I think I've pretty much shown you enough of Neepsend for you to get a feel for the area. Where are all these cars going to park for local businesses? And if it's anything like Kelham Island, it won't be a success because there's no footfall at the moment. At 10:30 as I walk through, 0 footfall. And businesses don't last more than 12 months, and that's been in some sort of survey where Sheffield City Council, or Sheffield's got the worst success rate for businesses. But I'm a bit disappointed. I would have liked to have seen the plans for Neepsend at Kelham Island and actually being able to then walk up here and put the plans on top of what's currently here. But you've got a really good feel for it. Where's all the local cars going to park? It's going to be cycle lanes, blocked off roads and bus lanes. Absolute madness. So that's it, just a quick video of Neepsend, give you a flavour for it.